Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you are all well during lockdown and looking after yourselves, but most importantly, during lockdown I have noticed and everyone has noticed that mental health is going downhill. Now, mental health is something that really I think should be spoken about more, and hopefully doing this video will help people realise that. I myself struggle with mental health and I have done for most of my life, and lockdown, I must admit, it has affected me and it has affected a lot of people that I know that also have mental health. Even people that don't have bad mental health, I have noticed a change in their mental state too. So I want to make it clear, I am no doctor, I am no therapist, I am no counsellor, but I have had bad mental health through most of my life, and I wanted to ask you guys if you had any questions, good or bad, and what you can do to prevent it from getting too bad. From my experience, I will be answering your questions. I put up an Instagram story asking you guys to ask me some questions about your mental health. Now, I did ask if anyone would like to stay anonymous to let me know, but no one did let me know if they wanted to or not. So you're all just going to be anonymous. So we'll get started with this one. If people feel suicidal, who do they call? First of all, call your GP. In England, they send you somewhere called CAMS. This is for if you're under 18, I think. I think it's under 18. I'm not too sure. Don't hold me to it, but you can do some research on it. It's free and there is a waiting list. Depending on how desperate you are, they will put you to higher of the list or lower of the list, whatever it is. But that's a good start, but you've also got loads of places all over the internet, like the Samaritans and all things like that. They will talk to you and they will help you. But it's also really important to speak to your family and to speak to your friends. If you are young, then I suggest that you speak to your parents and explain to them how you feel, because I think with mental health, people don't realise that people aren't, like, they can't read your mind. You need to say to people how you feel for people to understand how you feel, which is why I think speaking about mental health is so important, because people won't get help unless they talk about it. I have PTSD and severe social anxiety. How could I overcome this and what could I do to help? Okay, so mental health is nothing that you can get over. It's not something you get over. It's really not. But it's things that you can get better at doing. There's things that you can improve on. There's tactics, there's coping mechanisms that you can find that you know work for yourself. I myself have severe anxiety. This guy said that he has severe social anxiety, which is connected to it. I think just ground yourself, because with anxiety comes panic attacks. You just gotta say to yourself that it's okay to feel anxious. And it's okay to feel the way that you are feeling going to this social event or being in this situation. Because I think with anxiety, the fact that you know that you're getting anxious is making you feel more anxious in the process, if that makes sense. So that's one thing, but you can also come up with so many coping mechanisms, whether it's deep breaths, whether it's just giving yourself a bit of a pep talk before you go out, as stupid as that sounds. It does actually work with a lot of people. And just distracting yourself and say to yourself, look, I'm just gonna have a good time. I'm just going to try my best to have a good time and distract myself from my mental state. It works, and there is always going to be a situation, whether you're at a restaurant and you need to get some ketchup and you need to ask someone for ketchup and you're going to get anxious about that. There's always going to be situations, but the more you do it, the more used to it you will get. You'll never overcome it, but you'll get better at it, if that makes sense. What do you do when you feel down? What I try to do if I'm getting stressed out or if I am getting upset about something, I go out and get some space. Obviously with lockdown and quarantine and all of this going on, we cannot go outside as much as we want to. We can't go and meet friends and things like that. But going for a walk on your own, perfect. I prefer that than going to go meet people. Just going for a walk on your own, wherever you are, doing some exercise. I know it's what everyone says, that it makes you feel better, it makes you feel healthier, but for me, I do it for my mental health. If I go for a run, it's to help me and up here instead of my body. So I definitely recommend trying to go for runs, listening to some music, even just going for a walk, because I know obviously a lot of people with asthma and things like that, they can't run. Doing something creative, doing something that you love. I am depressed and feel like I am in a dark hole and can't get out. Can I please have some advice? So like I said in the previous question, get out, go for walks, go for runs, do something creative, do something that you know that you love to try and get out of that headspace. space. If there's an issue, like being at home, there's an issue at home, then try and get out as much as you can. With exercise, it actually brings out a hormone that actually makes you feel better. Depression is often caused by a lack of vitamin D, and vitamin D comes from the sun, and vitamin D is usually soaked up by your forearms. So when you're outside, make sure that your forearms are on show, that you are soaking up as much vitamin D as you possibly can, and that is the reason for seasonal depression, is that people aren't getting enough vitamin D. What helps you feel more positive? If you're feeling negative, try and list off the things that are positive, whether it takes you 20 minutes to think of one thing. Think of something that makes you positive. For example, this morning I had so much to do and I woke up an hour late after my alarm. I fell asleep after my alarm. But although I'm annoyed that I've lost an hour of today, I have had an extra hour of sleep and I know that I needed that. So I'm looking at the positive in that situation. And any situation, there's always at least a little bit of positivity in it, so try and look for that bit of positivity. And if you can, then write down the things that are positive, and then in every situation, and you will actually find yourself looking for things that are positive in anything, and it will make you feel so much better. What do you do to get yourself out of bed every morning when you don't feel able to? If you have depression, I mean, I think everyone has at least a small bit of depression. You could have all the money in the world, your dream could come true, and I think everyone has that tiniest bit of depression in them. But depression is actually a lot worse in the morning, and that is something I've had to learn as well, and accept that getting out of bed, it is so much more difficult with people with bad mental health. It's just difficult. It's difficult to find the energy, it's difficult to find the purpose of getting out of bed, even if you have work. When you wake up, don't even go on your phone. Just get up, go have a shower, go and make breakfast, go for a walk. Just get up straight away. Don't even think about it. Just as soon as you wake up, force yourself. You can do it if you force yourself. It's difficult, but as soon as you get into a rhythm of doing it, you won't even think about it. I mean, there will be an odd day where you're thinking, oh, I can't be arsed, but you will regret it so much. A couple of weeks ago, I couldn't be bothered. I was having a really low day, and I didn't get up till about 4 PM. People were having to actually force me and drag me out of bed because I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't get up, and as ridiculous as that may sound to people that haven't been in that situation, it is difficult. You just got to force yourself to do it, and you will feel so much better in the long run. Even if you wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning and you haven't got plans until the afternoon, just get up. Go find something to do, be productive, distract yourself, and just get up, and then I promise you, you will feel so much better. What is your favourite distraction when you're getting through a rough time? What I used to do, I used to have a horse, and that's another thing. Animals, they're amazing for mental health. They actually recognise mental health a lot more than humans do. What I used to do, I used to go for a walk, and about a half-an-hour walk. This is when I was like 15. And just go see my horse and just be on my own with my horse for the whole day with no distractions or anything, with leaving my phone on silent and everything. And it was just honestly the most amazing thing. I remember once actually someone came with me and they were like, oh my god, I don't think I've actually ever seen you so happy. So yeah, just finding that one thing that you can do. Unfortunately I don't have my horse anymore, but I now go for runs and things like that and try and distract myself in that way. I have depression and anxiety, and lockdown has made me feel like I am not loved. I get that. Use this time to be happy with yourself and to enjoy your own company and to realise that actually you like hanging out with yourself. Obviously, still keep your mates, still message your mates, but you can do fun things on your own, like running, painting, anything that you enjoy. Making videos, like right now I'm making a video. Lewis is at work and I'm making a video. So anything you enjoy, and remind yourself that you are loved. We're all going through this at the moment. We're all going through a weird quarantine, and you never know. Your mates might be maybe thinking exactly the same thing as you, thinking that, oh, they're not loved. So just all be nice to each other, you know, man. Like, I'm sure you are loved. I'm sure it's just your mind playing tricks on you. What do you do when you want to self-harm? My hair tie on my wrist isn't working. Okay, I got told this a long time ago about a hair tie. So you have a hair tie on your wrist and you ping it whenever you were anxious, or for example people that want to self-harm, you ping it. Yeah, whenever I was anxious I actually used to do it and it didn't work. It really doesn't. But writing out your emotions whenever you feel in that way, because I find that when you're having an anxious episode, which can lead to a panic attack, it's good to ground yourself. So write down, have a little book. No one has to read. You don't even have to read it again. And then when you're done with it, burn it, throw it, whatever you want. Keep it if you really want to. And write down how you feel. But also write down underneath how you feel, the positives. But yeah, that pingy thing, yeah, it didn't work for me. That's a bit shit, really. I haven't seen my family since Christmas, face to face. How do you see a light at the end? I think remembering that everyone's going through it and that it's not just you and it is shit for everyone. And also remember that how lucky you are that we have all this technology and we have things like Zoom and FaceTime and Facebook and Instagram to communicate, because some people don't even have phones, some people don't even have electricity to do these things. So think of how lucky you are to have this. When you do actually see them, how amazing is that going to be? You're gonna be so happy and you've got so, that's what I'm doing. When this is over, I have so many plans. I want to go on holiday, I want to go clubbing, I want to go to the pub, I want to go on a road trip. I've got so many plans. I think that's what you need to do as well, by the sounds of it. Remember, when you see your family, it's going to be amazing. You can have plans with them, you can go out with them, you can go see your friends, and it is gonna, you're gonna make up for lost time, and it's really gonna be great. I mean, the pubs are gonna be busy as fuck after this. I'm not hearing from none of my friends because I'm the person keeping contact and feeling so down. I can really relate to that. Maybe they're just busy, maybe they're feeling low. Maybe that's what it is. Some people, when they're feeling depressed or feeling anxious, and especially during this time, they shut everyone off. I'm guilty of doing that sometimes. It's how different people cope with it. So just check up on them. Still, don't just cut them off because they're not speaking to you. Check on them. Say, are you okay? Be honest with them. Are you okay? I feel like you don't want to speak to me. Is there anything I can do? I hope you're doing good during all of this, during lockdown, and you're coping well mentally. Still check up on them. Don't shut them out just because of that. My sister struggles with mental health. How can I make her aware that I'm here for her? Tell her. The thing is that actions speak louder than words, so prove to her as well. If she's having a down day and you say to her, are you okay? And she may snap at you, or she may be like, oh, I'm fine, and be all moody. Then do something for her. When you go shopping, get her some flowers, do a movie night for her, get some popcorn, make the room look nice. Some people don't want to talk about their mental health. Some people don't want to talk about their personal things because it makes them feel worse, and they haven't accepted themselves, so they don't want to speak to other people about it. So just say to her, if you want to talk and when you want to talk, I am there for you. And yeah, just make her feel appreciated and keep her distracted too, because if she's not seeing it now that you're there for her, then she will in the future when she grows a bit more, accepts her mental health. Or I don't know what the situation with your sister is, but I think that makes sense. What would you classify as mental health? Okay, so mental health is anything. Everyone has mental health. But there's good mental health and there's bad mental health. So that's one thing that actually kind of frustrates me a bit. I'm guilty of doing it. I may have even done it in this video. When someone says mental health, that could be anything. That could be being happy, that could be being sad. There's good and bad mental health, and mental health should not be associated with bad. So I'm assuming you mean bad mental health, because that's usually what's just the word mental health is associated with. Well, I think everyone has a small ounce of bad mental health. If you didn't, then you wouldn't be human. I guess that's my answer, if that makes sense. There's nothing that really classifies it because everyone has it. Do you have mental health? Everyone has mental health! Okay, so I think that's the end of the video. And I hope this has helped you, whatever situation you may be in. And even if you haven't asked me the questions, I hope this has helped you, or this will help you help someone else. I apologise this isn't one of my usual funny videos like that I usually do, but I feel like it has to be done. But anyway, don't forget to subscribe, like this video if you enjoyed it, comment down below. What the fuck is wrong with me? Comment down below, and like this video if you liked it. If you're gonna comment, then let me know if you enjoyed it. Let me know if this has helped you and any situations that you have. My Instagram will be down in the description down here. Give me a follow if you like. Message me if you need a hand or something with some sort of mental health. I really do want to help people during this difficult time. So, I mean, I'm no angel, but I do want to do what I can for you guys. I mean, you've supported me. I mean, we've got to 5k. Like, jeez, guys, how have I not mentioned that yet? We've got to 5,000 subscribers. Thank you so much, and thank you to Lewis for my beautiful cake that we've already half eaten. We literally got a huge birthday cake for 2 people, but it was good. It was really good. It still is good, and I'm still gonna eat it. I'm gonna have it for lunch. Instagram, like, subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video. I am doing double uploads, and I'm doing Tuesday at 7 PM and I'm doing Saturday at 2 PM, and I will see you guys soon. I love you all. Bye!